Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's episode of the Hollywood Hubbies Film Club. You are tuning in to part two of our review of Top Hat, starring Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. If you haven't already listened to part one, go back and give it a listen before you continue on. Enjoy! So from here we go from the, musical dance number in London and we transition into Lido in Venice, which looks a lot like Take It Away, Boo. Because I know you had a lot to say about how it looked.
I again, I know a lot of the time movies in this era were not obviously filmed in the place that they were going to. So we had soundstage magic, but the first thing I thought when I saw this was like, this looks like It's a Small World at Disneyland. I don't know. I kept asking you, like, are they outside or are they in, like, are they inside a hotel or are they on a boat? I kept saying, like, are they on a boat? Like, are they is this a cruise ship? Like, I didn't know looking at that set, I had no idea where we were. I know they were in Venice, but I didn't know whether they were on a cruise ship. I didn't know whether they were the inside of a Vegas
Yeah, Venetian.
hotel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. I had no idea where they were. They it was giving It's a Small World to me.
Yeah, it definitely I do think it had the Vegas like Venetian vibes going on to it. So that was unfortunate. Lido could have been done a lot better. So there Dale tells Madge about the flirtations that's been going on between the man that she presumes to be, Madge's own husband. But she assures Dale that no, 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 the attentions, mean nothing. And Horace flirts with every attractive girl he meets. Like, don't even worry about it. But you know, clearly they don't realize that they're speaking about Jerry. Dale goes to
Does Madge, like, does she just not care?
she
Like,
doesn't care that her husband's a flirt, but she doesn't realize how much it's like progressed, you know?
yeah. Because at first I was like, is this like the are we made to assume that like she doesn't care and they have some sort of like arrangement?
Like, is this
Because like she
the
just
beginnings of open
yeah,
relationships?
I was like, oh, are they not saying it? But she's like, whatever, my husband can do whatever he wants. But obviously we see towards the end of the film that she does care. Like she just doesn't care that he's a big old flirt. But she doesn't know that we're talking about Jerry.
Right. So, meeting for dinner, Jerry is once again face to face with Dale, and the matchmaker, Madge, encounters them both dancing together. And we are, by this time, we're pretty deep into the mistaken identities situation. And mid sentence, Jerry breaks out into a song as they're dancing together. And it's probably one of the most famous romantic, duets that they have going on, and that is Cheek to Cheek. First, the dance is like a company with everyone on the crowded dance floor, and then they drift onto the bridge together where it's more deserted and it's a little bit more of like a circular ballroom, or I should say like soundstage area. But it's definitely a really romantic dance between the two. I mean, I think it's really pure magic, and I do like how it starts out in a crowd and then it dissipates to just like the two of them. It kind of reminds me of Cinderella, like when her and her
Oh, I
prince
can see that.
start in the ballroom and then all of a sudden it ends up with them out dancing by like the fountain and on their own. Um, any major thoughts on this number, Boo?
I feel like since they've been in Italy, I haven't been wowed by Dale's outfits. I I did not like, I think it was in an earlier scene, she was wearing some sort of black outfit that I did not understand. I did not like at all. And as we've been watching this, I noted that she needs to fire Bedini because he's not making her look the best in Italy. None of the outfits were really wowing me. That he obviously the character did not create them, but if we're speaking on it from a movie perspective, if I was Dale, I would have fired him because they weren't the one. I wrote down that one of one of the outfits was not very cute, and it was giving Belle Watling from Gone with the Wind. Like she
Oh,
looked like the prostitute. It was giving
okay.
like it was giving like
Okay.
bows and bobs, and the
Yeah.
hair was giving the ringlet
Yeah,
thing,
was
and
that when she first arrived to Italy? It may have been.
I think it might have been that black outfit that you were like, I wonder what color it really is because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. It was giving Gone with the Wind, and it was giving she was the madam of
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. It was just not. It was not fashionable or stylish at all to me.
What
But
about her performance dress with the ostrich feathers?
that was an upgrade. Yes.
Because
Obvious.
I will have you know it's in the Smithsonian Museum.
No, that one was very beautiful. I'm just talking about her pre dinner, pre
Yeah, some of them were not living up to the standards.
yeah, fire him.
Well, the blue satin dress that she dances to in Cheek to Cheek was like the historic like fight that happened between Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers because he said that it was ridiculous and that it literally looked like the soundstage was a giant snowstorm because of all of the ostrich feathers that were going everywhere. And the costume designer said they were up like all night trying to reinforce the feathers as much as they absolutely could. But yeah, there was like a famous little feud that went on about this dress between them that they've spoken about in documentaries and stuff. And after the movie premiered, Fred gave Ginger like this little gold feather charm that she wore for. She said in interviews that she'd worn for good luck after he gave her that and nicknamed her Feathers. But I do think that it's a beautiful scene. I think the yeah the sound stage is really beautiful and romantic.
Yeah, something that really caught my eye about this movie was like I think what's so charming about it is that the again the plot is not the uh most complex. It's just mistaken identity. That's where that's the one thing that's keeping it going is that they just don't know she does not know who he is basically. But overall the dance numbers are so lavish and the songs are so beautiful. It really is just like the epitome of like escapism. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
just like if you there are so many people that don't want to go to a movie to be dragged down and to be depressed. Like you
Mm-hmm.
go to have a good time and to watch beautiful numbers and stuff. I'm sure that that's why movies like this were made back in the day.
I
Like
agree.
if people were, having it rough, they don't want to go see some movie that's going to make them feel worse. They want to go watch like beautiful gowns and
Mm-hmm.
beautiful ostrich feathers fluttering
Mm-hmm.
about and to a gorgeous Irving Berlin song. So it's definitely escapism at its finest.
I agree with you. So obviously, you know, they're in love now, and Dale's all perplexed that she's fallen in love with this man that is a married man. And she's frustrated because she knows there's no possibility to this relationship. Jerry proposes to her out on the balcony, and she gets frustrated. She slaps him for the second time. And of course, Jerry interprets this as, hey, she must love me. I mean, this is the second slap he's gotten from this woman.
You
Um,
know what would really fix the problem is like if people just used names more often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, again, that would just be the end of the movie because, like, the plot would be dissolved. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, does no one use names?
Yeah, especially because she keeps going back to Madge, and Madge keeps telling her, like, no, 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 you're just all mixed up. It's either this or you're going to end up a spinster. It's like, come on, someone use some names and show a
Well, with
photo from someone's
them, yeah.
pocketbook.
Well, with them, they both think that they're talking about Horace, but I'm saying, like, with Fred and Ginger, Dale and Jerry, like,
Totally.
does she never call, like there was never a moment she was gonna say, like, Horace, and he's like, I'm
Yeah.
not Horace, I'm Jerry. Oh my god, I thought you were married to my friend. Let's get married. The end. Like, had we just used a few names when
Yeah.
we were acknowledging each other, like,
It's
things would
not
have been fine.
it's not Hollywood though, I guess, to do it that way. um but yeah, she's all mixed up and annoyed at all of this, and so she's like, why am I stressing out about this when I've got Alberto Bedini who's dressing me in not so flattering clothing. um
Some duds.
but yeah, Alberto's like, why aren't you just marrying me? I'm rich, I'm pretty, and then all the other men will leave you alone if you marry me. So she goes for it. She's like, sure, I'm going to go for it. But eavesdropping in on the conversation is Horace's assistant, which is that Bates. So Bates does overhear what is going on. And soon Jerry finds out that Dale has married Bedini and that Dale has been mistaking him for Horace this entire time. So he decides, you know what? We've got to break up this marriage before it gets truly consummated. So he's like, we've got to prevent them from having their actual, like, quote unquote, like, wedding night. Um, there's a really great quote that he says, which is, all is fair in love and war, and this is a revolution. I thought that was a really cool quote.
That is good.
Um,
Going back a little bit to Madge and,
yeah.
like, before all of this was figured out, do you think that she was, um the way that she was talking to Dale, and, keeping it so, like, light and being like, sure, it's fine, and then, like, do you think she was just playing it cool with her, or do you think that she really didn't care? Because it was so interesting that, like, when she still thought that she was talking about her husband, like, how cool she was keeping things, but then when she saw Horace after she found out that he, like, quote unquote, when proposed to her, she punched him. So, like, what what was the what was the point of, like,
Yeah, good point. Is it one of those things where it's like the flirtation is fine, but the moment it becomes too real, it's not? Do you think that
I
that's
don't know,
kind of what
but
it's like?
did she even react that hard when Dale said that he proposed? I thought she even kept it cool with her when she said that, but then behind closed doors she punched the guy. So it's like,
Yeah, maybe
why
she,
wouldn't you tell your
yeah.
friend, like, I'm not okay with that?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe she was just keeping it cool for some reason.
But anyway, I was just thinking about that because I was like, the it didn't really that reaction didn't really make sense. Like,
Yeah.
obviously Dale was like, no, we like, when she still thought that it was that Jerry was Horace, she was like, no, we're gonna make him pay. But
I don't remember if it was um on the Housewives show, the Orange County one. I don't remember if it was Heather Dubrow or if it was Tamara Judge that said the thing. I think it was Heather that said, I only flirt with someone's husband when their wives are right there.
oh no, that was Carol on New York,
Oh, Carol on New York. Yes, 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 that's right. That's
because she
right.
was flirting with Mario in front of Ramona, and then she was like, I only flirt with women's husbands when they're right there.
Yeah. I
I mean,
mean,
I
I'm
guess
like,
it's the smartest thing to do.
right? Right? I don't know. The situation kind of reminded me of that. So when the newly married couple move into Horace and Jerry's, like, bridal suite that they had, um, they're told to vacate, and Jerry insists that this room is his, and he produces his room key to prove it. Bedini, like, threatens him if Jerry ever returns there. He's like, I'll kill you if you ever come back here. Jerry tap dances in the room above the bridal suite to disturb Bedini, kind of like a throwback to what had happened at the beginning of the film. When Bedini leaves the suite to challenge Jerry, Jerry sneaks down to find Dale all alone and persuades her to go on a gondola ride with him. A Venetian small world. It's a small world boat ride with him. Basically, so he can explain the complicated mess that has been going on about the mistaken identities and bring like a reconciliation to all of it. Dale obviously upset because, she believes now I'm locked into this marriage. Like I just married Bedini. So when Bates reports that Jerry has kidnapped Dale, they that they went like drifting out to sea in a gondola. Horace, Madge, and Bedini, they all pursue them in a motorboat. And during that high speed chase, they run out of gas. But they ran out of gas because Bates deliberately removed all of the gas from the tank. That way they would stay out stranded, and it would give Jerry and Dale some time to spend an evening at the hotel together with champagne. Um, and so that's kind of where it jumps to. It jumps to Jerry and Dale having their romantic evening while the others are just stranded in the middle of the ocean with no gas. And they start to watch a parade of white gondolas on the water while they're eating. The troupe of dancers and the singers, they do a performance called the Piccolino. The production number was all filmed in one take, which I thought was pretty incredible. It is composed of staged ballroom routines, and a lot of it is photographed from the top, because from the top camera angle, you can see different like patterned images that are going on. But yeah, the Piccolino. What are your thoughts on this number, babe?
I don't like the song.
Not a fave of yours?
No. I didn't really like that. Uh, it was pretty to watch, but the song wasn't necessarily my favorite. It
Does it
didn't
kind of take you out of it a bit? Like, does it feel like you get pulled into another musical for a moment?
a little bit. I don't know how to describe it. Like it was giving me like the introduction number to like an opera or something. I don't
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Like
I could see that.
but I'm not really surprised because I feel like a lot of movie musicals back in the day, they almost had the sense of like a musical review. Like there would sometimes just be like dance numbers or songs that just made no sense.
Sure,
So the fact that this Piccolino dance happened, I wasn't surprised. I thought, oh, they just wanted like a really big,
grand.
high budget number at the end. So I was
Yeah,
like, okay, cool.
yeah. I think for me, the only thing I could say positive about it is I do like just like the techniques, like the camera techniques. But other than that, I agree with you. It is incredible, but incredible only for like its technical part. I don't think that it fits into the musical really well. Um,
I didn't really like this part until the end when it was just their dance.
right, the reprise they do at the end.
Yeah,
I
I
I
didn't.
agree.
The first part, I was kind of like, okay,
Yeah,
like
I
that's cool,
agree.
that's pretty.
Yep.
Like it didn't really wow. I mean, it wowed me to watch, but the song wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, I agree. And they, clearly Dale and Jerry start to, dance together. Um, Once again, a lot of it is photographed from the waist down. Definitely a style that they used a lot for these two dancers. Following the dance, they move back to the table and like raise their champagne glasses and like clink them at the end. It was that part I really liked because it was like a little silent nod, like a little toast to each other of kind of like where they had gotten. Um, so we get to the conclusion of the film, and the final confrontation happens in the bridal suite where everything really um like untangles itself. It's revealed that Bedini and Dale have not legally been married because it actually was Bates who disguised himself as a clergyman to do like an actual fake marriage. So the marriage was a hoax, and Jerry and Dale finally have their They have their own chance at romance, like for real. She's not she's not in love with a married dude. She didn't accidentally marry her fashion sugar daddy. Yeah, and so the couple dressed for going out on the town. They conclude the film by doing a dance number of their own, which is basically a short reprise of the Piccolino. But yeah, it's on this little like footbridge area, and they kind of just whirl away into the distance as the film like fades to black after they do this dance routine dance routine together. um I think it ends pretty well. I mean, anything in particular you have to mention about it?
Yeah, I also wanted to bring up the. I don't feel like we brought we brought him up enough. The actor that played Bates, I
Hmm.
thought he was funny.
Yeah, I wish we saw more of the characters he was playing. All
Hmm.
these little like side
Oh, he would
characters.
like
If
come
he was
back and be
five,
like, "This is what I did."
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
really get to see him. Well, you couldn't really see him as the priest because then you would know that it was fake.
Yeah,
But
but I know, but yeah, I agree. I think he was really funny as well. Bedini was funny too. Like, yes, it's a little bit of a stereotypical like,
yeah, I looked him
Italian
up and I
designer,
was like, "This
sure.
guy's from like Alabama or
Yeah.
something." The actor, I was like, "Okay, cool." Um, it was giving me
It's like, okay,
Adolfo
right?
from The Drowsy
Oh my
Chaperone.
gosh, like okay, Eric Rhodes. It very much so was, but I thought it was fun. I think the ending is cool too. Like you want to see your dancers kind of dancing off at the end, just like how we saw them coming into the opening credits. We really see them ending on the final credits. But I
They
mean,
should have ended the movie with her on stage with him, and now she's been written into the show
ooh, nice.
because the
Doing the
whole point was to get him back to London to do the show. We
yeah,
never really got that conclusion.
like a brand new Top Hat number or something, you know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean the whole reason that they went to Venice was he was like, I want to get her, but he was like, you better be back before Tuesday for the next
Love,
show. Like that was the urgency.
love this.
So then it should
Love
have
this.
been at the very end, it should have been like blackout, fade into the audience clapping, and then the next number starts and she's on stage with him. And now they're tapping into the rest of their lives. And he gets
Love
his
this.
show.
I swear this better be the ending. It better end that way for the stage musical. Because
Probably didn't because nobody consults me.
but no, that would have been a great ending, boo. Great
Right,
ending.
because that plot line never really got tied up. The whole reason, like, there was the urgency of like you need
Oh
to
my
figure this out by
gosh.
the start of the next show.
Like why couldn't Piccolino reprise be at the London the London Palladium? No, I'm just kidding. Wherever they were at.
I don't know.
Dang.
Well, that's all I was thinking was that
Ugh.
I don't like loose ends,
Yeah.
and that was a loose end to me. Like, did he make it back for the next show?
Dang. He
It's his
did.
London debut.
He did.
Well, was she on stage with him?
Dang.
That would have been charming because there would have been no time for them to rehearse a new number. But guess what? It's Hollywood,
And
so
she
she
knows
would
all
have
the
just been
dances.
ready. Now that we've reached the end of Top Hat, what was your favorite overall thing about this film?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier when you mentioned Bates. All of the actors in this, they're all really good. Like all of them are really good. And I know like it doesn't feel super cheesy to me. The film doesn't feel campy. And of course, there are a lot of great one-on-one moments between Fred and Ginger. Like we get it, they're great together. No one's denying that. But all of the other actors, even like just the small roles, they were all really good. I honestly think one of my favorite overall things about it was the acting. They're all entertaining.
Oh no, I agree. Like the entire ensemble of actors was amazing. Like everybody was funny. Everyone, like, for it being a film with not the most complex plot, like overall everyone just did a really good job and made it entertaining to watch.
What was your least favorite thing? about this movie?
Um, I don't know because I enjoyed it from, like I said, I was very shocked that I liked it as much as I did. Um, I just thought that it was gonna be, I don't know, I just thought it was gonna be like cool to look at, but I thought that again the acting was really great and that they both were amazing in their starring roles. Um, Maybe just because movies back then, that's just how they were, but it just felt like there were not that many songs in it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think that that's a good one that we can jointly agree on because, yeah, we needed more songs in this. And even if it was just more dance routines to instrumental numbers, I do feel like that there needed to be something something more in regards to the musical side. Um, could also be why they dropped the Piccolino in. Maybe they just didn't have enough other numbers. But yeah, I agree with you on that, and makes me excited to learn more about the stage musical, and maybe you can find a slime tutorial of it. Wink, wink.
I'll have to see what I can do.
Yeah, reach out to some of your connections and see
Oh
if we
my
can
gosh.
get a slime tutorial of it. Um, so how do you feel about the legacy of Top Hat and how it's impacted you or impacted culture? Or is it fair to not even just say the legacy of Top Hat, but the legacy of this duo? I mean,
Well, I would like to at some point, maybe after we're done with these 25, and maybe we don't even have to review them all. We could if you want, but I would like to watch all 10 of these films that they were in together because I know that when I looked up this film in particular, that it was their biggest hit. And I almost feel like there was a sense of like shock how well it did. Like, I know that it was like breaking records at like Radio City Music Hall. Like, it was number one movie for like weeks and weeks. Like, I think it did really well when it came out. And so I I was I would be interested to watch all of them to see maybe what about this one particularly compared to the others made it such a hit. Like, was it really the best constructed one? Because yes, like overall, it was a very cohesive, fun film, and everyone in it was really well. Like, I wonder, was it just like the luck of the draw, and that was like the height of their popularity, or was it really their best film together? That's what I was curious about because of just how big of a movie it was at the time.
yeah, and
I feel like that kind of goes back to what I was saying before about like the whole escapism aspect is that I don't think people who are struggling at the time and don't have enough money and they want to spend a little to go take 2 hours away from their life and forget
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
their struggles. I think they want to go see a movie like this that's just going to be beautiful to watch,
It
beautiful
takes them out of it
songs, and
all.
then just
Yeah.
kind of forget for 2 hours. So I think maybe that's probably why they were such a huge hit because that's what their movies were. Like, I know, I know that. Oh my God, are we going to have like multiple Housewives references in this? I always tell people, like, when it comes to like a reality show like The Real Housewives, I want to see the mansion. I want to see the cars. I want to see the yachts. I want to see the clothes. I don't have those things. So to me, I'm like, ooh, this is so cool to watch. I know some people don't like that, but me, I want to see
The fantasy of it
the
all.
fantasy and the wealth, and I want to watch it for 45 minutes. I think in some weird way, that's probably what these movies were doing back in the 30s, is that like somebody wants to go and see these glamorous actors playing these glamorous rich characters
Yeah.
and be at the
Lido.
the Lido, It's a Small World, and watch them dancing around in ostrich feathers. It's just it's it's just a way to take your mind off of things.
Yeah.
And even in 2025, when we watched it the other night, like I loved that about it. Like, and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of puts you in a
Mm-hmm.
good mood.
It
Like
does.
you leave going like, oh my God, that was so fun.
You
So I think
leave.
that's why
You leave. We
you leave.
well, we didn't leave the house. No.
I left the couch and I went to the fridge and I
Wow.
got some water and I go,
And you tap
wow,
dance to the fridge.
I did. But
No, that's good. I do like that.
I think that's why they were such a success.
I like that that's used as like the impact for it all and the culture of it all. And we could go on and on about, what Fred and Ginger have done for movie musicals, and dance history in general. I know in previous reviews we also talked about, Fosse and Gwen in the same regard. I mean, these are people who have influenced dance history for us forever.
Mm-hmm.
And
And in
so
the same way, there are some people that just click. And sure, he's made movie. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers have made films with other people, but when you put them together, it's two halves of a whole. And again, that's why they made 10 movies together, because
when it works.
they just worked. Even if he hated her ostrich feathers and they were
And
pissed at each other, the fact that they it was time, action. It was time for them to do their job, and they did it, and they did it beautifully.
mm-hmm.
And people wanted to see it, because when you see that spark between two people, it is magic. So I
That's
think that's what I took away from it, is that
yeah.
people wanted more, and they got 10 films, and I want to watch them.
All starting now. No, actually, but that brings us to spinning the wheel. We got to spin the wheel for next week's review.
Got to see what's coming next.
I like how we started this mission, and we're just going to be transparent with everyone. I like how we started this podcast objective as like, we're going to get through these movies. Like, we honestly thought we were going to blow through these reviews in like a year. No problem. 25 films in 1 year? That's nothing. Like, let me tell you, between like other, between career responsibilities and personal lives and traveling and like everything, I mean, honestly, like, we're loving it, don't get us wrong. And we love Riverside too. It's made it so easy for us. Like, it's all like a one-stop shop. So Riverside, like, the platform's been great, but yeah, Jeffrey and I sometimes will just be like, oh my gosh, like this year has flown by.
I know.
But
It's
not
crazy that we're only going to be on our this is only the 7th movie that we've reviewed.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we're doing two-parters because we don't think people want to just listen to like a 2-hour episode. So we're breaking them up so there's a little bit more of a like a little bit more of a variety to it, I guess. But yeah, not like we're on like a time crunch. We know that the people that are listening are supporting because they really do just, enjoy it.
I think that a new movie every 2 weeks is just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're doing good. Plus we want to enjoy it, and we have been enjoying it. So
Totally.
all right, so let's spin this guy, see what we got.
Oh my gosh. I think my brain is going to explode with happiness.
Uh-oh.
Our next movie is going to be Judy Garland's A Star is Born.
Okay.
I am so excited.
Well, I can't remember the last time I've seen this in its entirety, I'll tell you that.
Well, I can tell you the last time I've seen it.
Oh my god. Is this going to be one of those films you could quote the scenes to?
Okay, maybe not that much, but it's
So it's a 3-part episode, got it.
It is a film that I could watch over and over again just because of how great it is. And I do think that it is Judy Garland's best acting role that she's ever done.
Nice.
And this is coming from someone who loves Meet Me in St. Louis. But A Star is Born, that is peak Judy in her acting era. And again, I know we're gonna get into it in the next episode, but this is Judy's robbed moment.
Did
Because every time I do one of these movies, I tell you about how the lead actress was robbed of an Academy Award, and this was Judy Garland's robbed moment. And this is a hill that I will die on
take it up with
because she was robbed.
take it up with management. Oh my
I
gosh.
I'll never. I
Take it up
wasn't
with the
even
Hollywood.
alive back
Oh
then, and
my
I'm not
gosh.
over it.
Okay. Well, everyone go out and watch Judy Garland's A Star is Born. And thank you all for listening. Honestly, it's really fun to look at the analytics of it all and see that people are actually out there listening. So, thank you.
Yes, thank you. I hope
And
you're having as much fun as us because it's it's been great to either see a new movie like Top Hat or to go and rewatch a movie that maybe I haven't seen in a while and enjoy it. So it's just fun overall.
yeah, and leave comments. Please share us with friends, families, coworkers, social media. We are on Instagram and on TikTok under the Hollywood Hubbies. So you can find us there, reach out to us. Um, yeah, I guess that's it. See you guys next time.
Bye.